University of Houston Cougars. They've been known for defense, and they just lost against. I give them credit. You know, Arizona's not a slouch team. They're number 4. They was number 4 at the time. They lost to Arizona, 73-66 over the weekend. Go ahead. Yeah, we on basketball now.
Transitions, baby.
Transition, baby. We talk Houston, so we might as well just stay in Houston. The Cougs. The Cougs, known for defense, and they letting people score 70-plus points on them on a regular basis.
I'll take that, though.
70 is not a lot. Not crazy.
Now when you can't score.
Arizona averaged about 85.
Now when you can't score.
No,
70 is a lot
agree
when you're a team that can't score.
They cannot score, but I'll take that.
But
you got to think.
So you're going to take
you playing number 1 team. Were they number 1 at the time?
No, they were number 4. Houston was number 2.
No. When they played Arizona?
Arizona was number 4. Houston was number 2.
Number 1. They only had 1 loss.
No, they got 2
No,
losses.
Arizona had lost to Iowa State. To Iowa State.
And they lost to
they lost to Kansas. They lost to Kansas where they had dropped from number 1 to number 4.
Okay, so they had 2 losses.
Yeah, 2 losses.
Okay. 2 losses, all right.
And Houston had 2 losses at the time.
I got that.
Now they've been on a 3-game losing streak.
But you talking about a former number 1. Arizona been number 1 for a while.
Okay.
So they really been kicking butt.
Okay.
The fact that it was 73 to 66, I'll take that score if I'm U of H because you're not getting a lot of inside scoring. Everything's on the outside the 3-point line trying to score.
Okay, so you're going to take
that.
that.
So I'll take that knowing we're not playing up to par offensively.
Okay.
And 73 to a team that almost averaged 90, I'll take that. That's okay.
So, Miles, how you going to take losing at that game and coming back and losing to Kansas and getting blown out and their best player, quote, their best player, one of the number 1 picks, Darren Peterson, didn't even play well. He was like second in scoring, and U of H still lost though.
That's that U of H defense.
Defense ain't no good if you losing.
That's not
true.
For me,
Texans.
For me, that was a road loss, right?
That's not true.
After they got drugged, Kansas did by Cincinnati before, so they had to come out the gates and do what they did.
Trap game.
Now, if you
so
want to
U of
look
H
at
didn't
the
have
losses,
to come out the gates.
No. Listen, if you want to look at the losses that U of H had,
U of H has 4 losses.
They're not bad.
They're good losses.
The top teams in the nation.
So you're basically saying
my only concern is we're not getting easy buckets near the rim. Everything's a 3 or a guard or C-knock for 3. Our problem is we're not getting the easy 2. That's the big issue to me for U of H.
They're not. Well, first off, let's say this. U of H's losses have been Iowa State, Kansas, Arizona, Tennessee. These are top teams in the country.
16 teams.
All of them. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine because their defense, you saying 70 is a lot to teams that normally score 95, 102. And you're right. The issue is they're not getting easy buckets. Also, the issue is they don't get to the free throw line enough because they big men don't
get
attack.
Easy buckets.
Because so I sat down and watched them, right? I was always watching them, but I watched them with a different eye. Like it was a coach's eye last couple games. And offensively, they run a 4-out 1-in offense, right? So C-Neck is always on the outside on the thing. And
I mix it up.
And also, I know, even the guys I coach, and I know it's even high school, when you run that 4-out 1-in or the 5-out, if you have guys that have made a decent amount, not even the great 3-point shooters, they start getting tagged around. They start getting sticky around the 3-point line.
They just stay there.
They just stand there.
They just stay there.
And so the defense isn't the problem. The defense is the problem. No, even for somebody like Fleming, right?
Yep.
When you run that 4-out 1-in, if your guys aren't moving, then the defenders are always in his way. He always has a second defender 1 dribble away from him, which makes it he got to work really hard to get a decent shot, right? And I think that offense is an issue. I just think the offense is an issue. I also think they played some really tough competition.
They have.
And the teams that they played they might have standout top 5 draft picks as big men, but they have good big units. Yeah. You know what I'm saying down low?
So before you move on, Malik, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance to comment as well, guys. If you didn't realize it, we just nerded out on basketball. So hop in the chat. We got some bona fide AAU coach people that are in the league on the show today. Hop in, ask us your basketball question, whether it's college, whether it's high school, whether it's NBA. Let's hear from you, Malik. Here's what I'm telling you. What it seems like I'm hearing from you and from Miles is kind of like that, oh, I'm happy to be a part of the participation trophy. I'm happy. Let me finish. Because both of y'all said, I'm good with these good losses. When are you good being a loser? 3 games in a row, you should be concerned that your team that went
Let me
national
explain
championship
what I mean.
loser. No, let Malik get his in because I want to talk about these losers. Hold on, Anybody in the chat want to talk about the losers?
He almost
Talk
got me
to it.
thinking we need to see what SMU doing.
Right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's the deal.
bro.
The reason I say that is, even if you're losing with those top teams right now, middle of the season, second half of the season, whatever you want to call it, those teams you aren't going to see till at least the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Right? So anybody below that, I'm not worried about. So they're going to I know we're not losing to a team until at least Elite Eight when we start seeing some of these teams. Hold on. And even still, we're not going to see all 3 or 4 of those teams if they want to go even further, right? Like you might see 1, you might see 2. And on top of that, 9 times out of 10, if I told you at the beginning of the season, Iowa State beats U of H twice, Arizona beats U of H twice, Kansas beats U of H twice, or would you take the chance of that happening or them going 1-1 more likely? Probably going 1-1.
1-1.
So the one loss is out the way. That means next time we play, we got a good chance to win. Right. We got film. We got adjustments. I can see them in the Elite Eight or the Final Four and still believe I got a legit shot to win. Because none of them blew us out, right? They were tight games. So that's why I say it's an okay loss. It's not about being a loser. This is a long haul. This is not
Go ahead, Malik, because we got a chat question.
Okay, I got a question. You believe it's half empty or half full?
What
Anything.
Anything
in life.
Oh, I'm half full.
Okay, that's how I feel about U of H. They got to do some tweaking, and I like them giving the ball to Tugler on the block. I think he's been working real hard on his post moves.
Yep.
I think you need to give him some touches down low, and you need to get Seanock on the block because all he is doing is hanging at the 3
because of the
at
4
the
out
top
1
of
in.
the key. But you got to know when to cut, when to dive.
Facts.
And not just stay out there, especially if you're 6'10".
So, y'all basketball coaches, when are we going to start setting some picks and letting Fleming just go to the hole and then you go get the ball off the boards
That's
do?
what you've been doing all year.
That ain't what they've been doing. That's not what they've been doing.
No, that's what he's been doing all year.
Listen to the huddle. I watched the game in the huddle. Kelvin Sampson said, you the best player on the court. Won't you act like it? Because he wasn't shooting. He wasn't being aggressive. They need him to be aggressive. He is one of the best players in the country, and he trying to defer over here. He trying to get his shot when he can. He got to go take up. That's the game in the tournament, right? Guard play, right? Ain't that the game?
No, it's guard
take
play,
over?
but I got something to say on it. This is what, late February, I think they got enough tape on him. So he might have to go back to the bag to switch some stuff up.
No.
That's what happened in basketball.
Hold on, talking about this.
In basketball, if I watch you long enough, I know your weaknesses and what works. Look, I get to watch this game you lost or this game you had a horrible stat game and see what they did to affect you. And that's what's happening.
Gotcha.
But what will help him out is if we can get some easy scoring down low. Right now, all the scoring's outside the 3, man.
So nobody helps off.
3.
So the question in the chat is, can U of H play tough teams and beat them in the last 3 minutes of a game? That's what it's looking like. Last 3 minutes of the game when you got to go get a bucket. Yeah, they can stop somebody from getting a bucket, but they can't go get a bucket, so they're losing the games. Can they stop them? Can they win a game? Against the good teams. These teams you just talked about that they're going to see.
It's tough because of the lack of offense. I'm sorry. It is tough. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying it's really tough for them to make those plays when it happens. Because like you say, unlike not to nerd out too much, that offense they run is a read and react. If he does this, I do this. I look him in the eye, I'm going to come set a screen for you. If they're not cohesive with it, then you got to draw up something. And I don't see them ever, they don't really just draw up anything different.
Like when I see them, it seems like they passing around and moving outside the 3-point line.
Right.
Outside the 3-point line. Seems like they passing and moving outside
pass
the 3-point line. So they're not getting in the paint as much. So right now the defense is just saying whoever has that ball, everybody else, not zone up, but kind of zone up.
Yeah, just play it.
They
all they doing is playing the
one-on-one
lanes.
so much.
They playing the lanes.
They need to try and get easy buckets
so
on
here's
the
question.
block.
Here's the question.
Yeah.
What type of confidence, and we're gonna start with you, Miles. What type of confidence? Give me one or two sentences. What type of confidence you have that what can Sampson do to turn it around? Don't give me that you can't just do one thing. Give me some. Give me a suggestion. You coach, you looking at Coach Sampson, hey, try this. It's gonna help you turn it around immediately.
I think that the coach side of me running you got to add some kind of motion offense in there.
All right. Malik, what you got? Same question. You talking to Coach Sampson. You can't say add a motion
All
offense.
right, Coach Sampson, hear me out here. Get a ball to Tugler on the block some. Try and get C-Knock on the block sometimes. And then continue doing what you've been doing. Whatever's been working for a decade here at U of H. I think it's one of these deals where in a year you have a lull period like this. It's a long season. They're going to figure it out. They're going to look at the film. But they got to be able to get some easy twos. Last year, that was Robert's job. When Fabian White was here, that was his job. Right now, we don't have that. And I think we need to start trying to do that, at least combo it, where Tugler is in the paint as far as trying to do up and unders and near the rim, and C-Knock sometimes on the block as well as shoot threes.
I agree with that too. You get two quick buckets on the post. Your guards get open real fast.
Yeah, they get open real. You got to have a balance. You can't just throw the ball and not run. That's how I knew the Patriots were going to lose to the Giants. They quit running. That was going to hurt them, and it hurt them in the Super Bowl. I know I'm changing sports.
But it's the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
You gotta have balance.
But you're talking about, another team that lost, so U of H is losing right now, so that's a good correlation.
U of H top 10 in the nation, baby.
They top 10.
They
You're right.
top five.
They top five. They top five. They top five. Everybody get a trophy.
But
For sure.
I'm not
Nah,
disappointed.
not
We talking about
everybody
them.
get a
No,
trophy.
we're not
Gold
talking because
standard around here.
I never expect them to win the national championship this year.
Even
No,
after they
I
went to
didn't either.
went to last year.
I didn't know. I didn't. I was surprised they went
Last year was we didn't.
That
think-
was their best.
So they
opportunity.
overachieved last year, in your opinion.
No, we thought they was Final Four type, but in basketball, any given night,
It
you
don't
you
matter.
Get off, so you
Right.
saw,
What y'all think about Duke pulling off the quasi upset? Duke was I believe, number 3 in the country. They beat the number 1 team in Michigan. I called Michigan to win that game. Those boys are long, nasty, and can hoop.
Michigan's
What-
nice.
I think.
Were you
Michigan will
surprised?
beat
Were you
them
surprised,
again
Malik?
In the tournament,
You-
I think Michigan will be the one to bounce them in the tournament.
You think so?
Yeah, remember I
Miles,
said
what do you
that.
think? What do you think? You think that was a outlier that they won that game or what?
It's not an outlier. I mean,
It was a tough
they
game.
both
It
good
wasn't
games.
like a
They're
blowout
both
game.
good teams.
Yeah.
They're both really good teams. And I think Duke hadn't played his best ball all season yet, so they that's considered an underdog against them. But Duke's a really good team. B.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I think they're finally maturing into who they're going to be. I'm kind of with Malik on this. I think if they played again tomorrow, Michigan can win that game easily. But it is what it is right now. And I think also, like you say, as Duke is maturing and getting better because they're so young throughout the season, Michigan didn't have the same type of film because they're not the same type of team they were a month ago.
Gotcha. So